Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm your girl Katrina. As promised, I am back with another Kittle video, and this time we are designing logos and we're going to do it ourselves. We are taking out the middleman. We're not paying no one. We're doing it ourselves because it's real simple and easy. Now I know y'all probably say, this girl say that for everything, but it is. I want you guys to know that when I do my tutorials, I like it to be beginner friendly. I am literally a beginner just like you. I started just like you, and I self-taught myself pretty much everything. So please do not think I have some extensive background in web design or graphic designs, because I do not. I literally had to figure everything out myself. And I have not used the Kittle platform to design a logo yet. I've done the t-shirts design in my previous video, but I'm going to do the logos with you here on the screen. So they do have some templates already that you can use as your guide. So I'm going to show you how you can do that and transform that. I'm going to make a nice aesthetically pleasing one, and then I'm going to do the most popular that's going around right now, that's been trending, the Y2K format style. Okay, so we're going to do 3 types of logos real quick and easy. This is not going to be a long video, trust me. All right, if you like what you see here, the link will be down below in the description box, so that way you can sign up for Kittle. And if you want more information on the website, I do have a previous video where I walked you through everything on the website. All right, so that will be linked down below in the description box as well. All right guys, so without further ado, I'm going to go ahead, jump into desktop mode, and we're gonna design some logos. Y'all ready? Let's do this. Okay, so we are in Kittle, and this is what the website looks like. So up here at the top, they have all these pre-made templates ready to go so that you can start designing, whether you want to do, stuff for AI, logos, labels, t-shirts, posters, etc. So today we're going to specifically doing logos. So I'm going to click on logos. You can design from scratch, or you can use a pre-made template. So for the first one, if you're just starting out and if you have never done a logo, you might want to use one of their pre-made templates. So right here, they have all different types of categories. If you want to do a logo for animals, they have some right here that you can start designing, and all you have to do is just switch out all the different icons, switch out the text, switch out the colors, and make it your own. So easy. I told y'all this was easy, right? So they have animal, they have badges. Just want to show you the different categories, some styles, just in case if you're thinking this is your first time here and you're saying, what can I do? What all does it have? They have handwritten ones if you want something minimalistic. If you're doing like a boutique, if you're doing, something for crafting, you have a store, cosmetics, beauty. They have all these different handwritten ones that you can do, right? They have lettermark, really nice. Using different unique fonts can really make your logos stand out and pop as well, all right? So you got to be creative with the different type of fonts that you choose. So they have all these different types. Let's just type on typography, because those are really popular as well. All right, so let's go with handwritten. So for the first one, we're going to choose a handwritten one. I'm just going to show you how you can change it out. Let's do this one because I like 2 different styles of fonts. So all I'm going to do is just click on that. I'm going to click use this design, and it'll open up the artboard. Okay, so this is going to be my artboard, and now I am just going to type this out, and I'm going to put graceful. My name is Katrina's Graceful Creations, and I'm going to just change the letter. So if it doesn't fit, you just want to drag it out. Now the blue lines let me know when it's centered. I'm just trying something because I know Katrina is first, but I wanted to see how it would look. All right, so Katrina's Graceful Creations, but it doesn't look right. I wanted my name bold, but we're going to have to switch this around because I don't want people to read it wrong. So I'm just going to stretch that out. So now all I'm going to do is just make it shrink, drag it in, just like so. And now we're just going to switch this to Katrina. Gonna bring that up just a little bit, but I don't like this font, right? So you can highlight it, click it, and I'm going to change the font. I'm gonna find a font that better suits my my style. So I like the Alex brush, but let's see what else they have. fancy. I like that. It's a lot going on, but let's just check to see what other fonts they have. That one, I really like this one. So we're gonna go with this one. I'm gonna change the color. You can change the color over here. And we're gonna go to like, see if we can get something gold. Okay, like that. We're gonna go with that. Change the color here as well. So I'm gonna bring this up. Gonna bring that out just a little bit. Make sure it's centered. Blue lines let you center everything. And I'm going to now add some effects to this one. All right, so I like the shadow effect. So let's add an offset. So the background is black. I need to change the background. So let's change the color of the background so that way we can really see what's going on. So now I'm gonna go back to the offset and I'm gonna make the color black. All right, so now you can see the offset and you can change the angle. So I'm just showing you how you can change the angle. You can even create an outline if you wanted to. So I am gonna have like a small outline, nice little small outline, and I'm gonna change the color so it's not so harsh. I want it to be a little softer. I'm gonna change the color of this as well. So I know you guys can probably see that there's like a texture. All right, so there's a texture. I'm gonna take the texture down. All right, so I took the texture down. I'm gonna go back and change the background so that way you can really see it. So that's how it will look. I can change the font. So I'm just showing you really quick how you can come in here and change the font so you find the aesthetic and the style that you're looking for. So you just want to find something that simply just fits your brand. So you'll choose your font, and just like that, you have a logo. So if you wanted to change the spacing for this, if you wanted to come out more, you can actually come in here and you can increase the letter spacing. So I'm just gonna take it up. And if you want to spread it out just a little bit more, like so, you can do that, or you can bring it back in. So I'm going to leave it just like that. If I wanted to, I could, do all the different curves, everything as well. You can distort it however you want, but I'm not going to do it for this one. I'm going to leave it completely straight. So now I'm just going to go on over to the left hand corner and I'm going to open up the elements panel, and you can bring in any type of images you want, your own personal images, but you can also do a search and you can pull in images. So here I am just adding in some paintbrush strokes, just trying to make my logo pop. So you can pull in anything you want, stars, clouds, boats, flowers, whatever you want to swoosh up your logo. Okay, there we go. Katrina's Graceful Creations. Look at that. So that's my first design. All I gotta do is just come in here, download that. So it does let you know before you download if you're using it for digital use. You want to click PNG or JPEG. If you're doing it for prints, ideally you want to save it as a PDF or SVG. All right, so I'm saving this for PNG so that way I can use it for my websites and stuff. So I'll save it as a PNG, which will remove the background. And this is the very first logo that I came in here and I made on my own using Kittle. All right, so now let's go ahead and let's design something else. So now that we've done a minimalistic logo, now we're gonna do one of the Y2K ones. I call them like the 80s, 90s retro style, and they have so many different already, again, pre-made templates that you can just use and swap out to make it fit your brand. So I'm just going to choose one of these styles and we're going to play off of this and create our own logo. So I'm gonna go in here and I'm going to click create new project. I'm just gonna click standard and I'm going to click create. All right, so we're going to first go to our text tool on the left hand side, and I'm going to bring in a headline. All right, so I'm just going to make that bigger so you guys can see it, and I'm going to do my son's logo too. I'm going to find a nice font, and let's go with this one too. All right, so I'm just going to drag that out. I'm going to leave that right for now. I'm just going to go ahead, copy it, and I'm going to put hype. All right, but I'm going to do two different fonts. Drag that out. So let's switch the font and let's find something graffiti-esque. let's find a nice graffiti because his is more, you know, a kid's logo. So I want to find something that's going to be streety. All right, so we're going to change the colors. His font colors are more like orange and black. We're going to go with the effects. There's different effects that you can have. Let's change the colors. Okay, so that creates like lines. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. If you look really close, there's lines in it, but we want to go with this one where I get the two-tone. I love that. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing with this one. The effect, we're going to do with two-tone, and we're going to make that black. All right, so we got, yes, I'm loving that. I'm loving that. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger as well. Just bring that up. Okay. We need something else, right? Still not hitting. So my son's logo took me a minute. I'm pulling in some different elements and shapes, paint splatters, and all types of different things, just trying to make my son's logo work. I was playing with different fonts. I'm really trying to learn the site as well. So I was trying to go for the Y2K effect, but it went more like a street vibe. So I pulled in the different textures. All of this stuff is on the left-hand corner, so I'm just playing with it, and I'm just trying to make this logo work. So this is the final look. And that's my son's logo that I made. And this can either work for a logo or this could work for an actual design as well. I was trying to go for something grunge, something graffiti, something, you know, kid friendly because of my son's, you know, theme. So this is going to be for him. I'm going to remove the background and I'm going to save as a PNG as well. Okay, so here's another little cute one that you can literally change out. So I'm gonna do that. Oh, look at my little fancy K. And this is if you don't want to change anything, right? So I'm going to see how my name looks. Fancy. I'm not sure if theirs was all lowercase, so I'm gonna do lowercase. Oh yeah, see? I'm gonna do, that looks nice. So I'm doing one capital, one lowercase, one capital, one lowercase, and A. I like that. But I'm gonna go to lowercase a. Okay, so I really like the way that looks. Katrina. All right. Trying to fit it all in. I got a long name. And then we're gonna do Graceful's Creation. There we go, just like that. We're gonna bring it in just a little bit longer. And I'm going to also bring in the words, bring in the letters, the spacing, all right? Because I don't want it that big, all right? So you can always change the spacing of the letters. I don't like the gap right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, ooh, that got thicker. I like how when I click on it, it's bolder. So let's see how I can keep that. Okay, this is the weight. So if I want to make it thicker, I could. Let's put it to 200, see how that looks. There we go. So now because I don't like the space right here, I'm going to copy it. I'm going to delete the first two letters. And this one I'm going to delete the back. And now what I'm going to do is just bring this up. Come on. If I can grab it. And I'm going to position it where I want. See, that looks much better. The other one had too much space in between. All right, so Katrina's Graceful Creations. And then of course I would just now group this. Right click, but I'm going to group it. Let's see if it moves together now. There we go. And now I can make sure that it's centered. Boom. Katrina's Graceful Creations. I like that. So this is how you can take a pre-made template and just change it out. Real simple, real easy. And this can work for literally any name. Now, if I come under my projects, all the logos that I did are right here. As you can see, I was playing around with one earlier, but I didn't use that one. So I did this one. So I already did 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's just do one more. And that's it. I did this one in a reel and I did this in my last video. If you want to check those out. All right, we're going to do another logo. something I've seen similar, and I'm going to show you how you can do it. So first we're going to start off with a gradient background. So we're going to come over here to elements and we're going to do backgrounds. All right, so I have my blank canvas. First thing I want to do is I want to create a gradient background. So I'm going to come over here to my left hand corner and I'm going to click on the elements and I'm going to type in, gradient background. Well, let's see if I type in gradient logo, what comes up. I'm looking for just a plain shirt. I'm looking for a plain square. So let's see if I can find a plain square. If I can't, I'm just gonna pull in a circle, and of course I can just stretch it out. Now here is but you see how this is? I don't want the half. I want 2 whole colors. That's what I want. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pick like the circle, okay? So I'm gonna take that away. And I'm just gonna change this background color. Gonna pick that, but just like a lighter shade. Or should I go more like purplish? This, I'm gonna change the blue. We're gonna see how this looks. I'm gonna stretch this over. I know you're probably wondering, what am I doing? Stick with me. I'm going to stretch this over it, stretching that over the entire thing. This is why I wish it was kind of square. Okay, there we go. And now I'm going to go to my fonts. My text. This is gonna be a one-word logo, something real simple. And we're just gonna go with S. Gonna change that to white. Okay, I'm gonna make that big. Okay, so I'm gonna change the font. We're gonna go with this one. And now we're gonna go to the effects. Color is white. We want it to be white on white. Okay, so we gotta come in here to the effects, offset. We're going to come down here to the distance. We're gonna change this, the angle, and we're going to go negative. Trying to see. Gonna make that about 400. Still not liking the effect that I want. All right, so I'm gonna make the spacing bigger. I'm gonna take that to about, we're gonna see how that does. I'm just playing around with this. I'm trying to get this letter to split. I'm actually trying to, I've seen this design already, so I'm trying to copy it and I'm showing you how you can make it as well. So about -67. I'm gonna go to the effects. I'm gonna have an offset. We're gonna do, not gonna do any blur. I'm gonna bring this back down. Too far off. Want it to be a little bit closer. Let me go back to my font. We're gonna make this bold. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to my effects. I'm going to change the distance because we want some more distance. Okay, now it's starting to look like what I want. I want that broken like window type vibe. I'm gonna see how much weight I want on it. I want it broken up. So that's good. I'm gonna go back to the angle, how I want my angle. So you see, you can position it however you want. So I want it to be right in the middle. So that's cool, just like that. And now I have a cool like little S-type vibe. Now you can change this to whatever font you want. I'm just gonna copy this and we're just gonna change the font just to see how it would look with different fonts. So every font is gonna give you a different look. Ooh, I like that one a little bit. So just depending upon the font that you choose will give you a different look, and then you can play around with it. But I'm gonna go ahead and stay with the first one. So now I'm just gonna bring in another text box and I'm gonna type in the word for my logo, and it's going to be simplicity. So that's my word, simplicity. I'm gonna, of course, make this white. right under there, center that. And I'm not gonna do too much with this. Let me just see how it would look if I change the font. Let's go find us a nice font because of simplicity, right? So we need a simple font. Okay, I really like that one. And if I wanted to, I could stretch that out some, just a little bit, to give it some space, just like that. And guess what? Now I have me a nice simple font. But what happened to my my background? I was really counting for my background colors. I have to go back and bring in my my ombre, because that just completely went away. I think I accidentally deleted it. All right, so I'm gonna bring that back. We're gonna send this to the back. I can also bring down the opacity, so that way we can get a little bit of the other color as well coming through. Simplicity. That's how I did that simple little design, just like that. Create nice gradient backgrounds for your display, but of course, you know, you can make it transparent whenever you want to put it onto something. All right, so I can change this color. I can play with this, make this nice black and gold. I love black and gold, but I want to show you guys how you can do some colors as well, and how you can bring in different types of gradient. So play with it, have fun with it, create various types of logos. Real simple and easy, like I said, within Kittle, within minutes. All right, guys, that is it for today's video. We have designed our own logos for the very first time, so I wanted to do this quick little tutorial to show you how easy and simple it was. All right, so I showed you different styles, different fonts, a few different features that you can go in here and play, and I only scratched the surface. There is so much more that you can do, so go inside Kittle, download this website. You can start and join for free. Of course, there's different plans. I showed it in my previous video, so you can definitely check out Kittle if you want to start. You can do so much more than logos. So like I said, I did some t-shirt designs in a previous video, but today's video was dedicated just for logos, all right? So if you have been struggling on how to design your own logos, if you haven't been able to afford to pay someone, you can now do it yourself inside of Kittle. All right, so I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Until next time, happy designing. Bye.